Everybody in Hollywood is thinking about the Academy Awards. I say everybody is thinking. Personally, I'm thinking about the blonde who moved in the next house to me.
Well, you seem to be awfully happy today, Charlie.
Yes, I am. But no more than befits a man of my wealth.
What's that stench? It smells like you're hearing farts.
It looks as if Cthulhu has been torn apart. Look at all the chunks of him floating around in the ocean, Brownie.
Look how sloppy you are. Look at your socks. I can't help my socks, Abbott. It's those new Hickok plastic garters. What's the matter with them? Your socks stay up, but your legs fall down. Yeah.
Brown Monkey, voice actor, poet, singer, raconteur. Many words that describe Brown Monkey, but none of them give a full and complete description of this mysterious, reclusive artiste. Sherman Bear, his longtime acting partner, once described him as
a mystery wrapped in an enigma, enclosed in a paradox, all covered in a sweaty, cheese-smelling cloth. Think about it. No, really, think about it.
Brown Monkey's life begins in Crooked River, Saskatchewan. Little is known of his childhood and his feelings about his early years. In his many interviews, he is sadly silent about his time in Crooked River. His one statement about this time comes from his autobiography, entitled, "My voice is like the golden apples of the sun."
Crooked River? Hell of a nice town, when you're looking back on it. I mean in your rear view mirror.
At age 12, Brown Monkey, upon seeing an ad in the Crooked River Centennial for jobs opening in Winnipeg as phone operators, he decides on a whim that the big city life is for him. With $2.30 to his name, he purchases a bus ticket to Winnipeg and leaves Crooked River. He arrives in Winnipeg with 50 cents and a bunch of bananas and makes his way to the Winnipeg telephone office. There he is told that he is not a woman and he cannot apply for the position as a phone operator. From his autobiography, we learn that when told he cannot apply for the job, he launches into one of his tirades and the police are summoned.
2 hours and 32 minutes. 2 hours and 32 minutes. That was how long I was in that damn town before I got into trouble. And I only got in trouble just because I was asking about how having boobies would make me a better phone operator.
Almost broke, his dreams shattered, Brown Monkey wandered Winnipeg's streets, wondering if he should spend his last amount of money on a bus ticket home. As it was, fate intervened. It began to rain, and Brown Monkey spent his last 50 cents for a ticket to the El Dorado Theater to get out of the pouring rain. And there in that theater, Brown Monkey saw his first stage production. Hamlet was being portrayed by none other than Sherman the Bear.
Alas, per York, I knew him Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He had bore me on his back 1,000 times, and now, how abhorred in my imagination it is, my gorge rises at it.
Brown Monkey was moved by the performance. Many years later he would say,
"It was right then and there that I realized that if a hack like that could make a living doing it, there was no reason that I couldn't make a living being an actor. So that's when I set out to become one. I had found my purpose."
Having found his purpose, Brown Monkey set out in the unfamiliar town of Winnipeg to make his new dream come true.
For days I walked those lonely, dangerous streets of Winnipeg. At times I was hunted by vicious packs of wolves. I must have asked at least 100 people how to become an actor, but no one could give me a good answer. I was told to hire an agent. I was told to rent a theater and become a producer and to perform in my own productions. And I said, screw them. I wanted to make money, not spend it. So I thought, why not put on a place somewhere there was already people? Somewhere I could put on my productions for free. And by wolves, I really meant dogs. And by vicious packs, well, one.
And so began Brown Monkey's productions of That Old English Guy's Plays, acted out by me, Brown Monkey, and no one else, because that would cost me money. His first production was one that he said Sherman Bear would never be able to perform. Othello.
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewithin satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side, upon some present business of the state, to bring me to him? And now I'm going to be the first officer. 'Tis true, mostly worthy signorino, the Duke is not counsel, and your noble self, I am sure, is sent for. And now I'm Barbarinto. I think he's Italian.
The productions went so well, and were so well received by the people of Winnipeg, that by the third week, Brown Monkey was able to afford to rent a theater to stage his productions. He chose the El Dorado.
It was then and there that I chose to hire Sherman. He was really pissed about me doing Shakespeare and acting and stuff. And then I thought, how much more pissed would he be if he had to work for me? He was being really snotty about me behind my back. And that's when I told him that I was a big person and that I'd even let him star in the production. It was going to be Macbeth, and I was going to play Macduff. Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain. Then terms can give thee out. Ha! Gonna kill ya. Yeah, die!
Stop it, Brownie! Brownie!
Okay, it's not like it really stabbed ya.
Audience reaction to the play was amazing. It ran for nearly 72 weeks. The success of the play was partly due to the fact that Brownie had become bored with the production, and the audience would never know when Macduff would enter and try to kill Macbeth. It was near the end of the production's run that Brownie and Sherman were approached by the Canadian War veteran turned radio producer and actor, Chester Raymond Wayne. He was impressed by the two's camaraderie and wanted them to star in an episode of The Devil's Oath. Once again, it seemed fate had intervened in Brown Monkey's life.